This is Mary Egbert from Kamaj Handspun Yarn, and I am going to try a new dyeing technique today. Usually when I do my fiber in a pot, I will sprinkle on just the dry dye, but I thought I'd try the dye stock solution in a pot. So I have a pot that's getting kind of hot, and I just put enough water in it so when I push down the fiber, you can kind of see the water. Okay, so I turned it up to boiling, but I don't want it to boil. You don't want your fiber too hot or it might damage it, so kind of keep it on the lower side. It's already steaming, so I turned it down. All right, so I made some dye stock solution, and I have a video on how to make dye stock solutions, so just go ahead and try that one. And I have some pink, so I'm going to put that on first. And I'm just going to try to keep it on its own side. Oh, I hope this turns out. This fiber is so nice. I would hate to ruin it. All right, so I put that in, and now I have some green dye stock solution, and I'm going to put it over on the other side. And the solution is about a cup, and as you can see, I'm not using all of it because I'm afraid it'll run into the other side. Okay, and I got some purple, so I'm going to put some purple in there. I hate these bottles. I got these at the dollar store and they leak. So I need to go to like a beauty supply store and try to find, and I really should be wearing gloves because I end up with tie-dye colored hands. I really need to go to a store, a beauty supply store, and look for the bottles that they use for dye. Or remember those old bottles that we used to have in kindergarten for paint? That would have been perfect. All right, so my hopes for this would be that it soaks down into the bottom of the pot and gets the fiber at the bottom. I guess we'll see, huh? Maybe I'll put a little bit more pink in, so it gets to the bottom. I'll put a little bit more green in too. All right, so I'm gonna let this I'm gonna let this simmer for about 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and see what we got. Okay, so I'm about halfway through, and what I'm finding out is that I have a ton of fiber in this pot. Like, I really jammed it full, and it's just not getting into the middle. So I have a turkey baster, and I made some more solution, and I think what I'm going to try to do is kind of just get down inside. Try to get that dye a little deeper into the fiber. So we'll see. You know, this is how you learn stuff. You just try. So, and I'm going to do that with the purple and the green, and then we'll come back and show you the ending. So my pot has been simmering for 30 minutes, and I think I forgot to tell you to put the lid on. You want to keep the top on and keep all that good steam in there. So be careful when you take off the lid because it can be pretty hot. You're going to turn off your heat, and as you can see, when I push down, all the fiber, or all the dye has been exhausted, which means your water is clear, and that's exactly what you want to see. And that's why you put acid in your dye stock solution, like vinegar, but I really prefer citric acid. It just works so much better. The acid makes the dye bond to the fiber, so that's exactly what you want. All right, so I am not going to handle it right now. I'm going to let it cool off in the pot. Yarn or wool doesn't like to be handled when it's really warm because it can felt, so let's just leave it be. We'll let it cool, and then I'll come back and show you the final result. All right, the fiber is all cool now, and I'm gonna dump it in the sink. Let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Oh, got some white in the middle. So obviously I may have put too much fiber in there. So obviously I had just a little bit too much fiber in the pot because not all of it got dyed, but you know, it's kind of cool with the white in there. Boy, that's really pretty. I like that technique. And I'm gonna rinse it, just give it a light rinse with some lukewarm water. Just give it a gentle squeeze. And then I'll put this out on my skirting table to dry. But yeah, I will definitely use that technique again. Very simple.